Welcome to Planet Earth, where we lose between 24 to 36 billion tons, that's billion with a B, tons of soil here every year. If you were to divide that number up amongst all the people on Earth, each person's share is close to 3.5 tons. Okay. That's the equivalent of 175 of these per person, per year. And soil takes a long time to rebuild after it's been lost. So, what do we do to save the soil that we have? Well, let's take a look. Well, hello there, good people. I'm standing here in the front yard next to our retaining wall, which has done a great job of keeping the soil and the mulch in the yard instead of flowing out into the street. And we've got it stacked all the way up to the retaining wall, and I'm going to need to add some more layers to this wall to continue to add more mulch and build the soil up further. Let me take the camera and show you what I'm talking about. And there's our retaining wall. See how it comes down and meets the street at that point? It's a little bit overgrown at the moment, but we have currently 3 courses of blocks, and the mulch just comes right up to the edge there. I do need to get this weeded, but before I can add more mulch, I'm going to have to add more blocks. Alright, now I'm here in the backyard under the shade of this old sweet gum tree. This looks like it would be a nice place to work. I've got a little bit of space cleared out here, and well, let me tilt the camera down and show you what I've got to work with. I've got some terracotta coloring to go with the cement mix. I've got a sponge for finishing, a bag of Quikrete, 50 pounds, a trough to mix everything in, and this that I made during the spring months whenever I couldn't do anything else outside. I made this form for casting cement blocks. These are the block wall type blocks, the 9" by 6" that are used out there in the front yard. This would be the first time that I've tried this out, so I have no idea if it's going to work or not. It might fall apart when I try to use it, so cross your fingers and hope for the best. Alright. Ideally, I would have a person here to help me out and dump this in while I mixed, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to have to make do. Alright. Mix our cement and water mix together. I think we can work with this. Knock that loose. Alright, so now next step is to take our mix and trowel it into our mold here. Alright, so let this box set up for a bit. Alright, one came out. Alright, there's one. Still needs to cure a bit, I think. And yeah, I think we need to get a lot more water involved making these. Okay, so there we go. Our box came out very, very coarse on the bottom. They do still need to cure a bit more before they're ready to use, but they're going to work just like the ones you buy at the store once they do cure up. Of course, my major concern was that the mold would not hold up to the stress. It did hold up to the stress of being used, but I need to work on my mix a bit so I have smoother and more even blocks. Well, let's run another batch, see how that turns out. Well, alright, here we are after a couple of hours. Hopefully our blocks have hardened up sufficiently to be removed from the mold. I see that they are starting to pull away a little bit at the corners. That's good. Let's go ahead and get this mold upended and see what we've got. And notice this is a little bit on the heavy side. Blocks are really green, but they are starting to come out. Matter of fact, I think one just dropped. Yep, it did. Okay, good. So let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's a much better finished product. What do you think? Smooth, much smoother on this side, and it still needs to cure out, but that's better, and a lot lighter sandstone color. These ones are a little bit too dark red. That's a lot better match to the native stone, which is really what we're going for, is a closer match to the native stone that we have in the area. Let's see if I can get some more of these. There we go. Once again, much smoother. Much smoother. That's better. Let's go ahead and lay this one out. It needs to air dry and cure. My first attempts at making some of these blocks are somewhat on the crude side. The second batch matches what I've already got pretty closely, but the first set is going to stick out like a sore thumb. So over here where the little corral area, where the trash cans is, where the water meter is, it seems like a pretty good place to kind of hide them underneath everything else. I need to bring this course up 2 layers, so that and one of these on top of it. That'll be, by comparison to my leg, that's 20 inches up above the surface level of the street. I've already done some calculations. It's going to take 140 blocks of this, 144 blocks of this size to make 2 layers all the way from the mailbox over there to here where the driveway is. Now, 144 blocks at $4 or even $5 a block, that's going to get expensive really fast. Now if I can get 4 blocks for $6 worth of concrete, I can drop that cost considerably, and when you save money, it's like making money. Alright, so whenever this entire new set of blocks is in, this marks the height that the entire set will be in. I've got a nice cutout area where the water meter can be reached, corral for the trash cans, and with this much space, well, that's about 8 more inches of mulch that I can pack into the front yard. Well, good people, I've got my work cut out for me. I still need a couple hundred blocks made before I'll be able to complete that entire retaining wall around the entire front garden area, but that will bring the total depth of mulch up by an additional 8 inches for a total of 20 inches off of ground level. Next year we'll add another course or two, bring it a total of 2 feet up off of the normal ground level, and I think that's about where we'll maintain it from there on out. As always, if you found the video entertaining or informative, don't forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, share this video, bang the notification bell, and good people, I will catch you next time.